Hello, my name is Peter Kariuki and welcome to Inuka. I want to talk about two things that every leader has at their disposal and how we can best utilize these two things to become better leaders or to become better at what we do. Those two things are time and energy. For a long time, we have gone through or heard tips on how to manage our time, how to become better time managers, how to squeeze in a bit more, what to do to be able to free up your time. But today I want to talk about the second element, which is energy. How do we manage our energy levels as leaders? Because there are many things that are clamoring for our attention. Many things need us to exert our energy, exert our focus. And so how do we manage our energy? We've learned how to manage time. We've known what time management means, but what about our energy? And so sometimes it's not about wanting to have more time during the day. The question needs to become now, how do I appropriate my energy in a better way as a leader? And so there are a couple of stages or strategies I'll share with you about how we can best manage our energy. The first place and where you start from is do an energy audit. Audit your life, audit your day, audit how you go about your day. Take stock of which moments of the day when your energy levels are high, when you have this burst of energy to work, when you're super creative, when you're able to do certain jobs with ease. So take an audit and say, maybe I'm a morning person, or I'm more creative in the morning, I'm more driven, I feel more productive in the morning, or I feel more productive in the evening, so I can structure my day in such a way that the last hours of the day are left to, uninterrupted. So you do an audit of that, and then now you know which moments do you need to now guard. So once you know which times you're super productive, super engaged, super focused, then guard that time. Guard those hours, guard that time, and do work that matters during that time. So that's step number one. You do an energy audit. Number two, you have to find out what your energy depletion areas are. Because we all have places, people, and things that deplete our energy. And remember, you need to be at a certain frame of mind for you to be able to accomplish certain tasks. Yeah, I don't know if you're like me. There are meetings you go into and you feel energized. There are meetings you go into and you feel, man, I'm coming out feeling, worse than I went in. And so be able to know what your energy depletion areas look like. And this could be people, a place, a meeting, a certain vibe, a certain environment. Once you're able to recognize that, then you diminish the time that you spend in that area, because it will suck the living daylights out of you as a leader. And remember, we need you as a leader to have your energies right to do work that matters. All right? So that's the second process. You figure out your energy depleting areas. And the third and the last thing I want to share with you is something called rest. Take some time to rejuvenate. Take some time to replenish, all right? This is why we have hours to sleep. We have hours to unwind. So even during the day, are you able to get into rhythms of rejuvenation? Yeah? And a few tips are, take frequent breaks. If you're working in an office, after every 90 minutes or so, stand and move around, go take a glass of water. If you're allowed to take afternoon naps, there are some people who take power naps and they feel rejuvenated during the day because maybe they woke up so early in the morning, their day started early and they need an afternoon nap. If you're able to do that, take that. If working out helps you rejuvenate, or taking a walk or cycling, get into that. Actively engage in those things. Yeah, so that's the last way on how to manage your energy, because as a leader, your energy, time is finite. We all have 24 hours in a day. We can't have more than 24 hours in a day, but energy can be replenished. Energy you can recharge yourself. And so the last point of resting, people who work out, people who go to the gym, some of the apps I've looked at, if you have this week long of working out, there are days where you allow your body to rest and recoup, all right? It's important. So as a leader, I know you're fast charged, supercharging, always jumping into things to provide solutions, but remember, rest is important. And there are a couple of ways to take rests. Here is some of the things you can decide to do. One is allocate some significant time of rest after high intense activities or projects. So if, for example, you're getting into a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks of high intense exertion of energy, exertion of focus on a certain project, immediately after the project, it's actually good to take 2 or 3 days away, go on leave and just recharge. Yeah, so you get into rhythms of recharging. So high intensity, take some break. That's a good rhythm, all right? High intensity, take a break. Because if you move from high intensity to high intensity to high intensity without recharging and resting as a leader, then you end up having what we call burnout, fatigue, and all those things. Yeah, so high intensity, a day off, and then find out what recharges you. Some leaders are recharged through conversations, through taking a long drive, through sleeping. Yeah, so find out what works for you as a leader. And so those are just a few points about how to manage your energy as a leader, because it's a resource for you, it's a resource for your leadership. Thank you.